Hey guys, Big T here, and I have picked up a Tier 4 Ant-Man. So let's take a peek. Actually, first let's go over to our arenas here. Okay, so my rank's 363. And I came in with just over 3 million, and I just barely got him. It's top 400, so I just squeezed in. So basically the canister thing is expensive. To get to 3 million did cost. I had to put in. The trick with these canisters too is, if you don't want to waste a whole lot of money on canisters, you can only use your top guys to score as many points as possible. If you don't do that, you're going to waste canisters, and then you got to buy more canisters. The trick is the cooldown is too long to get that many matches unless you have a ton of tier 4s. You're going to be recharging. So basically you're going to recharge your top 3 teams, or top 3 guys, your top team, and once your other tier 4s come off, then you're going to use them and then keep recharging. If you don't do that, you're waiting on cooldowns, and there's just, even if you play every cooldown, you play 24 hours, you're probably not going to hit that 3 million mark. So they're double dipping. You're having to use canisters, which you do run out of fairly fast, using them 2 at a time. So you're going to buy canisters, you're going to pay for recharges. I was pushing for guys not to play this. But the boycott thing isn't working. Guys they want the content too much. It's an awesome game, and they want it, and they're going to pay for it. The problem is clearly this is a success. We're going to probably see this, once this Ant-Man is gone, the next really popular character, there's a Weapon X Wolverine coming that looks pretty cool. Don't be surprised if you see adamantium rods that you have to buy. War Machine is coming. Don't be surprised if War Machine is going to take arc reactors to play. It's going to be a pay arena, most likely. They can get away with it. I've put a lot of money in the last couple of months into the game, but that was a one-time deal. If this pay arena goes on again or regularly, I might be shopping for another game, unfortunately, because I love the game. Ant-Man looks incredible. They did an awesome job on his special moves. The ending animation is a lot different than any other characters they've had. So they put a lot of work into the character, but the money that they're trying to squeeze out is overboard. I have footage of his finishers. I'll put that at the end of the video. And his ending animation, I've got that as well. But basically, I'll scroll through the leaderboard here. Pretty much most of the top guys are still in here. I know some of them said that they weren't in one of the chats I was in. Once I realized no one was really not gonna do the arena, I figured, hey, why not do it? It felt wrong though. It just didn't feel. You kind of felt cheated that you weren't getting back from the guys. Kabam has made a lot of money off of its players, and you felt like it was just felt like a cheat. And then there was also the post that they put into the forums. Their excuse for the canisters was it was a test to try and reduce the scores and the time to grind. Well, that made no sense. It clearly, right from the beginning, you knew when you saw those canisters were coming that it was just a money thing. They didn't reduce the scores by much. They were lower, but still over 3 million. I think 2.7 was the roughly the cutoff. Big shout out to KO King. He got 14. NY17. NY17 representing pretty good on the board. But yeah, the canisters, they said that it was to reduce points, which didn't happen, or not much, and grind time, which definitely didn't happen. I didn't spend a lot of time farming for the canisters because I had so much time to try and deal with life, because you can't spend a full 24 hours in this game. And then playing, there just wasn't enough time. You can play the quests over and over, and I think KO King, I think he was farming the canisters in the quests. So he put a lot more time than me, and it felt like I was playing a ton this time. It felt more than previously, my previous attempts. So that was BS that they're trying to reduce that. So it is what it is. The system is going to be back. They don't come up with something like this unless, if it works, they're not going to bring it back. So we might not see it when Ant-Man is done. We might not see it for months, but the next time they do a Marvel tie-in, when we see the Ant-Man theme disappear with the next update, whatever the next update brings, if it's going to be maybe the War Machine, maybe Wolverine, who knows. Don't be surprised if we see something come in as well. It's not going to surprise me. So I'm going to do a big shout out to NY718. We've been doing the Alliance quests, and they've been going good. Tier 5s are in there now, and it's tough. I'm going to have to upgrade some of my Tier 4s up to 440 to handle them, because that's expensive too. That's another one that if you don't have the highest rated characters going into the Alliance quests, expect to put in a couple 200-300 units per guy in there. That's any active guys in there, because you're going to need to revive at least once, and you're going to have to heal them up. So that's another expense. It just seems never ending. More money. Seems to be the trend. Now, next thing I'm going to cover is NY719 was going to be our secondary alliance. we didn't really have the guys to... We tried having guys double duty, officers from 718 run 719, and there's too much to do in the Alliance to double duty like that. So there wasn't proper leadership. Things went south, guys got fed up and they left, which, no blame on the guys that left. It was, they were hitting most of the dailies. The multi-day events were being missed regularly. They had no hope of entering in the Alliance quests, which they really wanted to get into. So it was no surprise that that kind of went away. A couple guys hung in that I'd brought over from Sin. So Sin is back. It's basically being rebuilt from the ground up. I've got it set to open. So you guys listening, you can join up. You might not keep a spot. We're trying to get 20k and higher. If you're in that 10 to 20, and you go in and you let them know that you're active and you're gonna prove yourself, and you should be able to keep a spot. 20k and higher is what we're shooting for, though. 13 members, we're at 197k. I've got Admiral Brooker. Big shout out to Admiral. He's running the show right now because, again, I've got my second account in here, but I don't have a lot of time to get on that one because my main account is very time consuming. The time that I have in the game is spent there primarily. So I'm backing him up, trying to get some recruiting going. So far looks like he's doing really well, getting guys in. Some familiar faces in there. We got Think Noodle back, King Bads, got some new guys in here. Shout out to Weapon SX. His Black Bolt is the guy that I'm dueling in my Ant-Man finishing videos. So shout out to him. I beat him up a couple times to get those finishing moves. So yeah, join up. Once the roster's full, we'll switch it over to request only. So if you want to get in there quick, jump in. You won't have to send a request, just join. And like I say, if you're a new player, like we got XD Tuck here, 4K, BN Prime 6K, Think Noodle, he's 7K. So we got a lot of under 10Ks. We got a lot of under 20Ks, primarily under 20Ks. If you do get in there, you're lower rated. Put in, grind, show your stuff in the events, and you'll keep your spot. I don't think there's much else to cover. Like I say, the Ant-Man is nice. I gotta think before tomorrow if I'm gonna dupe him or not. Let's bring him up here. Let's just filter. Save some time. Here's our Ant-Man. Not bad. A decent looking model. Fairly true to the movie. Tier 4. PIM gas control. It's not listing what that is. Well, I'll bring that up for you guys. All attacks have 16% chance of fatigue for 15 seconds. That lowers the crit by 5%. That'll go up as he ranks up. Special attack 2. Ants feast on the target's fatigue, replacing it with poison. That deals 61%. That's cool. So what you do is you wait till the fatigue, and that stacks. If you look at in the video, I think I got up to 3 stacks. I can't remember if it had stacked when I hit the special, but if you can get it stacked up, hit that special, and you're gonna do some damage. And that goes for 16 seconds. Special attacks, Pim Punch. With the help of his Pim particles, Ant-Man delivers a micro-sized uppercut. The finishers are cool. The first and third, he actually drops down to his miniature and hits the opponent, which is really neat. The Ant Swarm is kind of closer to what we've seen before, but the shrinking down thing was really neat. Attack 2, Ant-Man launches a swarm of angry bullet ants to eat away at the opponents. Millions of tiny ants leads to millions of tiny stings. That's the poison. Ant-sized knockout. That one's an uppercut, which was really neat. Shrinks down and does an uppercut. He's also got some nice synergy. Hulk will give him 6% armor. Yellow Jacket, which again I got to decide if they're going to use Pim particles for him. It could be an expensive couple weeks if I decide to go for him too. But he adds 6% attack. Spider-Man 5% perfect block chance, and Iron Man is 5% perfect block chance. So if you're building a team, the synergies are some nice boosts, but normally you want a variety. So you're going to probably have Iron Man. The rest of them are science. So perfect block with the new masteries. That perfect block chance is nice because you're going to have a stun to go along with that. So that Iron Man team is nice too. Bio, I'm just going to bring that up. I won't read that out. Here's your bio. So there you go. That's Ant-Man. I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of disappointed guys because there's not a lot of guys. It's not even a point of being willing to put the money in. Some guys aren't willing to. Some guys can't. Some guys in our group were just didn't have the funds to commit, and then you don't know if you're going to get the character either. You can decide, hey, I'm going to put in $50. That's my limit for this arena. The problem with doing that is there's no guarantee. So there's going to be a lot of mad people. I'm going to check the forums tonight and see what's going on, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot of complaining. But there you go. Hit like if you like the video, dislike if you don't, and I'll see you on the next one. Hey guys, Big T here, and I'm going to make this quick. My video turned out to be kind of long, as they usually do. If you watch my videos, you know I'm kind of long-winded. I couldn't for the life of me remember where I read about Ant-Man's signature abilities. I usually know about them beforehand. If you look at the release pages on Facebook, they don't say what the signature ability is. Until you awaken your character, you don't see what it is. I remember I'm always reading them, but I couldn't remember where. If you check your mail after you create a Kabam account, you'll get a mail to confirm the account, and you'll have the option to turn on subscription for their announcements. It's in there. If you missed that, you don't have the email, log into Kabam's webpage, and in there you can turn the subscription on and off. So basically they email every new champion. Like I've got Ant-Man here. I got pretty much all of them since I created this account. But here's your Ant-Man. Gives you all of the stuff in his bio. Description, bio, special attacks. What we want to look at is the synergy bonuses. Actually, the synergy bonuses are listed. Signature ability, sorry. That's not listed. I haven't seen it listed anywhere else until you activate your signature ability. So basically, Ant-Man, Pym gas control. Ant-Man subtly alters his size during combat with precise Pym gas control, granting the chance for incoming attacks to be a glance. Glancing hits cannot be critical and deal reduced damage. So you basically have a chance to avoid critical strikes, which is really cool. So get this, subscribe to this if you want to get these signature abilities. And then you can kind of decide too. It's nice with the arenas. I'm going to go for this one, try awakening them. If it's kind of a lame ability, and sometimes it's possible, maybe you don't want to bother awakening them. So there you go. On to the finishing moves.